Hello guys, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Today video, we are going to learn about JavaScript Array. So if you don't know about JavaScript Array, so if you are a beginner to this JavaScript, I will teach you all about all the things about this JavaScript Array. So at the end of the video, you will learn or you will definitely gain up to certain knowledge about JavaScript Array. Then without much more talk, let's dive into the video. Why we need array, right? So what is the purpose of this array? So let me show you in the practical example. Let's say I have multiple car list, right? So if I have a multiple car list, what I'm doing is I always creating a one variable and I'm giving it's a BMW. If I have a car 2, it's a Volvo, car 3, Honda. Likewise, assume we have a multiple car. We can't assign everything in the variable. So that's the reason where this array is coming to the rescue. To create an array, you can store multiple value or multiple object inside this particular JavaScript array, right? So that is the purpose where this JavaScript array is coming to the picture. Now I'm going to convert this same example to array. So let's see how to create this array. Before going to that, I will show you how to create this JavaScript array. So to create, there's a two statement we can use to create this JavaScript array. So one is using this constructor. So if you don't know about that constructor mean, so I have already created a different video for that, object-oriented programming JavaScript. If you not watch that one, please go through that video first and please come to this after. So to create an array, we have two options or two ways to create this JavaScript array. One is using this constructor method, JavaScript constructor, this array constructor method. Second is using a bracket. So let me show you that. Const, I'm creating a new array, car, let's say cars, right? Now, first method, this is the oldest method you can create. This is actually not saying, I can't say this is the oldest method, but this is a one kind of a statement or a method we can create an array, but normally people are not using this way. So this I want to highlight here. So I'm using new keyword and array. And here I'm creating BMW, Volvo and Honda. Now if I console log this one, you can see if I run this one, you can see BMW, Volvo and Honda. But if I console log this car 2, car 1 and 2 and 3, so each time console log these variables is annoying. And it's not a good way to solving the problem. So that's the reason the array is coming to the picture. So this is a one way to create an array using constructor method, right? JavaScript constructor method. Keep in mind, so this arrays, everything's are inbuilt JavaScript methods. So basically the JavaScript is prototype based programming language, right? Keep that in mind first. So the second way is creating an array is you can create the bracket. You can use this bracket. It's a bracket, right? So you can create, you can add the same value like BMW, Volvo and Honda. Now if I console log this one, now you can see if I run this one, you can see the same result. So basically this is how we creating array and assigning value to these arrays. I already told you there's a two statement we can use to create this array, but normally every codes you can see this kind of statement always use. Not using this constructor method to creating an array, but the many developers, not only many, everyone are using normally this one. This is how we can create this JavaScript array, right? So I will show you some of the few things, right? Inside this array, what are the prototypes or what are the methods available, inbuilt methods available in this particular array, inbuilt array. To showing that demo, I will open this in a source or I will open this in a console. I will show you if I use this array, so basically I already told you JavaScript basically prototype based programming language. In the JavaScript, everything's a object. That is how we consider it, right? To show you that, I will show you first of all this type of. You can see if I use this type of, then it will showing as a object. So in the array, so let's see what are the prototypes available in this particular array. So what are the inbuilt method available in this array? Array dot prototype. Then you can find all the methods. So this is a constructor is there. So if you are using a new keyword, so this is the constructor always being getting work, or this is where you will passing your values, right? So these are the inbuilt functions for this particular array, right? So if you take this array prototype, you can see at is there, concat is there, and copy with, entries, fill, filter, find. These everything's are inbuilt JavaScript methods. So let's say for example, I want to iterate the array. To do that, what I am doing is use this new class, accessing this variable first, forEach, to iterate this car. So then I can print one by one. So if I run this, you can see BMW, Volvo, and Honda is get printed, right guys? So this is how we are looping. So you can find the forEach in this particular prototype. Let me show you here. Look at this forEach. So likewise, these are inbuilt method of this particular array, right? So if you don't know about anything, what are the methods available in this particular array, right? So if you are accessing objects, you don't know about what are the existing methods available in the inbuilt methods available in this object, you can console log it, or you can use this array.object or object.prototype. You can find what are the inbuilt methods available in this particular array or object. So this is a one way to get to know about arrays methods, right? So another way is you can search in the internet or MDM document array constructor. In the MDM document, everything's are clearly mentioned with the example. You can easily to understand also. So you can see here the methods right here. Look at this one. These are prototype and the methods. So this is all about regarding to this array. So you can see we have this add, concat, and every find, and forEach we already discussed and already show you the demo also. So likewise, you can see many bunch of things in this document. Let's open and see this forEach. You can go through it, right? So this is the second way to go through, and these you can get to know more information about this JavaScript array, right guys? So this is very important. If you want to access any kind of values inside this array, you always need to start with the index 0. So our first element is starting with 0 index. So if you want to access the first element, you must use this 0 index or a 0 number. Then only you can get access first value. I will show you, right? So yeah. At the moment, comment this one. I will comment these things. So now here, what I'm going to do is, so let's see if I use this in number 1, right? So what do you think? Is this going to take a BMW value, or is that going to take a Volvo? Look at this. Volvo is the value it's taken, because if you take this BMW, the first element, most of the people's if you are a beginner, you thinking like it's, if you want to access the first element, you want to use 1. So you are counting with 1, 2, 3, but actually it's going with 0, 1, 2. Likewise, it is getting increased. So if you want to access this first element of this array, what you always need to do is you need to go with 0. So then only you can access the first element of the array. So BMW we can access like this. Let's say now Is that maybe you will get a questions? Is that possible to create array inside a bunch of objects? So let's say in a class we have a many student. We need to store in this particular variable. How to do that? So how to create and make it a one kind of collection and store it on a single variable? Let's do now. So I'm creating a new array saying students, and in the object it's a kind of a collection, right? So basically student have a name, email, and what you can say, the course, right? So let's say name, I'm taking my name Rahim, email gmail.com, course programming, and let's copy the same object and update with the different value. So I'm saying sumudu at gmail.com, course programming. So this is how we creating a collection of student list with storing on a one particular array or one variable, right? So now how to access this one? So if I console log this one, you can clearly see in array we store a collection of informations about a student. So it's almost three student available in this particular array. So yeah, you can iterate using forEach and access only names, right? So I will show you that as well. If you want to access this only name, so what you need to do is you need to call the students forEach student, and I'm going to log student.name. So you can see Rahim, Sumudu, and John, right? So this is how you can access iterate an array, and you can access the object like student.name. You need to use this property. So because inside the array we have objects, right? Because if you have a direct array or direct value assigned array, you can directly access iterating through forEach, and you can directly call that method, call that callback result, and you can get print that value. But the thing is, if you are creating an array with a bunch of object, you must accessing using this property name key value, right? This is only just a beginning. There's a lot more thing you need to learn. What you can do is you can always prefer MDM document, right? These are just a few more things I have just show through in this video, but you still have a lot of things to learn. But in this video I just show you a few of them, how to loop it, right? And how to create an array, and how to create an array with the collection, those things, right? So I will show you how to push a new data to this particular student array. So how to do that is you can use this push method, students.push name Alice, email alice@gmail.com, and course JavaScript. Now if I console log this student, you can see Alice is there. So this is how we can insert new objects to the array. So these are inbuilt method, push, pop is deleting. Likewise we have inbuilt method to do our works. So now I want to insert this value to the first of this array. I want to insert a new value or a new collection of a student data or a new student informations before this Rahim object. So how can I do that? To doing that, instead of use this push, I'm going to use Unshift. You can see here, if I use this Unshift, TS-lint will showing inserting a new element at the start of an array. Her name is Talia. Now if I run this one, you can see I successfully added before the Rahim object that particular person. So push is basically pushing elements to the last of the array. Unshift is adding your new elements to a start beginning of the array. Okay, now I want to delete this last ls information. So I need to delete this ls object. So how can I do that? So there's a method that we can use, that is pop. Using pop method, you can delete last object. So let's console log this one. Look at this, ls is gone. So for that we are using pop. Now let's say I want to delete this first element of this array. In the first element you can see Talia. So I want to remove the Talia from the first of them. So pop is not going to work because pop is always deleting the last element. So if I want to delete, so what I'm doing is students dot going to use shift method. If I run this one, you can see here now Talia is gone, right? So push is basically pushing a new element to the last of the array. Unshift is pushing a new element to the first of the beginning of the array. Pop is deleting a last element of the array. Shift is deleting first element of the array. So this is what the difference between these things. And yeah, guys, keep in mind there's so many things to learn. So in this array, we have a bunch of methods available. Go through it, each and everything in the MDM document, and you can see in this MDM document everything's are clearly mentioned, including with the example. So if you still want to learn more in depth, you must definitely visit to this MDM document, because MDM document mention everything clearly. You definitely not getting confused. Keep that in mind. So guys, I hope you guys have learned something new here and you will enjoy this video. So don't forget to like our videos, and don't forget to subscribe our videos, and also don't forget to hit the bell button. Otherwise, if I upload a new video, you will not get notified. So don't forget to click that bell button also. Then guys, I will catch you on new video. Bye.